Hey everyone, welcome in. Sorry that was probably longer than 5 minutes, but I couldn't find one earring. Huh. Don't you hate when that happens, when you find one of them in the drawer and then you can't find the second one and you're just like searching forever? So finally found it. We're good to go. So I decided I would do another quick live today, just to do a little bit different look than I did yesterday. Yesterday I just did my everyday, I'm going to work at the library look. Today I'm trying to look just a little bit more professional. I'm actually getting ready to do a video for my business coach. She's going to use it in promotional materials. So I thought, I need to look like a professional business person, not just like I'm working at the library and it's no big deal, because half the time at the library I'm decorating, I'm doing bulletin boards, and I'm a hot sweaty mess anyway. But I wanted to look kind of nice today, so I grabbed this new blouse that I got from Stitch Fix. Anybody ever try Stitch Fix? I just tried it for the first time. I was really pretty happy. I kept 3 out of the 5 pieces, I think. The pieces were a little more expensive than I'm used to, but I will say this is super good quality. I think it'll last like a long time, and I think it's neutral enough that it'll not go out of style real quick. I mean, it's just sleeveless. I told her very subtle prints. I told my stylist I don't like busy prints. So I think she nailed it. It's navy. I'm not a big navy fan, but hey, I'm going to give it a try. I kind of like it. So I grabbed this and my pearl earrings so I would look, kind of professional. So I'm going to go ahead and do my makeup and do just a little bit different than I did yesterday. Just a little bit, a one step up glam, not full on glam like I'm going, like I did for my son's wedding, but a little bit between everyday and full on glam. So let me get started. If I don't respond to comments, it's because I can't see them. In fact, right now I can't see anybody. So if you're out there, say something, maybe I'll see it. It's really hard. I know my business coach just the other day, we were on a live with her and she said, are you guys out there? Am I like all by myself? Because I can't see anybody. It's a glitchy thing with Facebook lately that you can't always see the comments and you can't always see when people are on there. So try giving me a shout out and we'll see if I can tell that you're there or not. But I'm going to keep right on going. So first thing, I'm going to grab my toner. This is the Spritz. It usually comes in rose water, so it's like rose scented. This one happens to be citrus because a couple of maybe 6 months ago or so, we had a special where they had like lavender and they had, I think cucumber was one of them and grapefruit was one of them. I got the grapefruit and I love it. And then I'm going to grab my daily moisturizer just to get my skin all prepped and ready to go for the makeup. It's been a wild morning already. I was teaching online and of course the dog started barking. Luckily, I think the little girl was having trouble at that point hearing me anyway, so I don't know that she heard them. Oh, hey, somebody said good morning. Thank you. I know you're here now. I can't see. Let me grab my glasses. Oh, good morning, Liberty. Good. I'm not by myself. I know somebody's out there. So anyway, this poor little girl, she's only like 4. And she started yelling something. And I thought she was telling me that she could hear the dogs or something. But no, the sound went out and she couldn't hear me. And she was yelling that in Chinese, which of course I didn't understand. But her mom came in and we finally got it fixed. Okay, I'm going to go next to my primer to prime my skin. This is the mattifying primer. The big thing about mattifying primer is it gives you a matte look, not a shiny, glossy look, but it keeps your skin very matte and it reduces pores. In fact, I know a lot of gals will wear this even without foundation just because it improves the appearance of your skin. So I'm going to start with that and then go right into my kabuki brush and my spray foundation. Let me make sure I'm getting the right shade first. I wear chiffon. So I'm going to give that a good shake. And then, of course, right when I'm teaching, and this poor little girl's yelling that she can't hear me, my son is trying to call me on the phone. He's filling out some tax papers and he needs help. And I'm trying to text back to him, in class, hold on. I'll be right with you. But we made it. We made it through. Okay, so 2 spritzes of the spray foundation. We'll do one side of my face. 2 spritzes will do the other side. I especially love the spray foundation in the summer because it feels cool going on. I really have come to love the spray better than any other formulation. It gives great coverage. The liquid gives great coverage. as does the stick foundation, but I just feel like, I don't know, the spray gives you a little bit more airbrushed look. All right, now I'm gonna go to another spray that is one shade lighter than my regular foundation. I'm just gonna do one small spritz on there, and I'm gonna use it directly under my eyes. Add a bit more. There we go. And I'm gonna use that instead of concealer under my eyes to cover up any dark spots and blend it in really good. By the way, I will give you a little sneaky peeky. We are in the midst of our virtual convention for Younique right now, and they just announced that coming out October 1st is a brand new concealer. Our concealer before came in little tubes like this, and you had to apply it either with your finger or with a small brush. I always used a small brush, kind of like this one, to apply it. But they're coming out with a brand new formulation. It's actually got more moisturizers in it and better ingredients that will condition your skin. It actually will improve your skin as you're wearing it. Same 19 shades as our foundation, plus one new shade that's like lighter than scarlet. So it'll be even lighter for those gals that already wear scarlet. You can't go any lighter for your concealer. Now they can. It also comes in, oh, as I dropped that, sorry. It also comes in a really cool new tube that is more like a bottle, and it has an applicator that's built right in. It's kind of like this. When you take the stopper out of the top, it's got like a little applicator wand that you can use to apply it with. So I thought that was really cool. So I'm really excited about that. It comes out October 1st. And in other news too, they are coming out with some darker shades of foundation. So if you know any women of color that are really struggling to find the right shade, send them to me, because we've got some new shades coming out and I can give them some help. All right, I'm gonna go to Blush Surreal, my all-time favorite ever. It looks really dark. It looks really purple in the little case, but my niece and I both wear this color, and it's not as dark as it looks. And notice I put mine rather high on my cheekbones. That's because I'm old. Gravity brings your face down. So, and I know that looks really dark. Don't worry, I'm going to blend that in. When I put it on, I put it a little higher than normal. And that way, when I'm not smiling and my face is more neutral, it doesn't drop my blush down too low. A lot of times that's what happens. In older gals, they put their blush on here, and then when they're not smiling, it ends up down here, and it's really not giving them the effect that they want. So I have to put it up a little bit higher. And then I'm gonna put just a tad bit of highlighter. This is the luminizer. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a tad bit of shimmer across the top of my cheekbones. And I'm gonna blend that in with my kabuki. And then one more step that I don't normally do every day, but I'm gonna do it today because I'm trying to, really up my look. This is the stick foundation. This is a darker shade than what I normally wear. And I'm gonna put it below my cheekbones to kind of sculpt my face, make me look a little thinner. We all want that, don't we? Look a little bit thinner. There we go, blend that in really good. Because the thing is, when you apply foundation, you're naturally taking out some of the variations in color that you normally have in your skin, and then you got to kind of put those back in so that your face doesn't look flat. All right, next up, eyebrows. I need to color in my eyebrows because, let's face it, I'm old and my eyebrows are going gray. So I'm going to use a little angled brush, and I actually like to use this brown eyeshadow, and I can't tell you the color of it right offhand. This is my favorite. I've used it forever, and I just use this with the angled brush instead of any kind of eyebrow liner or powder. And I'm just going to go ahead and start underneath and line, and then go above. Join those two lines together, and then go right in the front and kind of fill that in, making sure that my arch is about from my nose right through my pupil. You can see right there's where my arch should be. That's where my brow should start. That's where my brow should end. So I kind of check that to make sure I'm in the right place. Same thing on the other side. I try to stick with my natural brow line as much as possible. I don't like overly fake looking brows. Honestly, mine are thick enough. I don't really need to do a lot with them. It's just that they're gray. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't do that step, but there we go. All right, and then I'm gonna take a really thin eyeliner brush and I'm going to jump to my Addiction 6 palette, which is in the Kudos this month if you're interested in the bundle at special pricing. And I'm going to use this color Blazing right here, which is kind of a real dark burgundy color. And I'm gonna put that on my eyeliner brush and I'm gonna use that right along my lower lash line. Now, if you ever have any issues, you're worried about that powder flaking off, I don't have that issue. I've never had that problem with any of the Unique powders, but if you do, you could always spritz your brush with setting spray first and then use it to apply your eyebrow color or your shadow color. I don't usually do that because I've never had an issue, but that's always an option. All right, next I'm going to grab a liquid shadow. This is the color Businesslike. It's a really super pale pink. I'm gonna put that on my lids as my base coat. I don't need a primer when I'm using this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that all over my eyelid. This is gonna be my transition color, my base color. And since I'm going to be putting other colors over top, I don't need a primer because this has primer already in it. I'm going to use a big fluffy brush to buff that out just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to go back to my Addiction 6 palette. And I believe I'm going to use a big fluffy crease brush. I'm going to use this color right here. It's called Impressive. And I'm going to take just a bit of that and I'm going to put that right in the center of my eye. Just to give it a little pop of color there. All right, and then I'm going to take a really dense brush and I'm going to go back to that Blazing color that I used under my eye, and I'm going to put that right here in the corner of my eyelid in sort of a sideways V shape. Don't worry, this looks pretty harsh right now, but I am going to blend it in. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go back to that big fluffy brush and I'm going to blend, blend, blend so you don't see any lines there. Okay, and then one thing I like to do, especially with this palette, if you notice this first color right here on the end, it's called Delightful? Yes, Delightful. It's a super, super shimmery, really pale, like champagne color. I like to take my pinky and dip it in that color, and then I like to go right here on my inner corner of my eye and just pop a little bit of that color right there on my inner eye. It just sort of helps that give a hint of color to my inner eye, which tends to be pretty dark right in there. And that kind of opens your eye up, makes you look a little more wide awake. See the difference there? All right, now I did not do this yesterday, but I'm going to grab a liquid eyeliner. I don't wear eyeliner every day, but for some occasions when I really want to, you know, give it my best look, I will use a liner on my upper eyelid. I generally will wear it underneath my lashes, but I don't usually put it on my upper lashes. But I will today. I will say I'm not a huge fan of liquid eyeliners, but as far as they go, this is the best. I love this liquid liner. It is in the bundle this month, by the way, or it's one of the choices you can get in the bundle. So if you are a liquid eyeliner fan, you don't want to miss this. This is the one that's got the super, let me show you, felt tip type brush on the end, which really makes it super easy to use. Grab a sponge here to clean up around the edges. There we go. All right, there we go. Now, last step, I'm going to prime my lashes with lash primer. This is going to make my mascara do its job and then some. It will make my lashes even thicker and longer, and it conditions my lashes at the same time, because just like we use conditioner for our hair, this has conditioner in it for your eyelashes. Because if you think about it, your eyelashes are like hair. And so using conditioner on them will keep them nice and soft so that they will continue to grow and be longer and not break off and be dry and brittle. All right, then my 4D mascara, which, as you know, if you've watched me, is my absolute favorite product. If I could only choose one thing from the Unique line, it would be this mascara. In fact, I routinely every month, I'll put in an order close to the end of the month, just a big bulk order, and I typically tend to keep 3 to 5 4D mascaras on hand for customers that run out at the last minute and have a mascara emergency and need some. And I am already sold out for August, so I'm going to have to order more. Just yesterday, I sold the last one that I had on hand, so now I'm going to have to probably stock up on 5 more, because a lot of my teacher friends are going to be going back to school in some fashion or another. Maybe in person, maybe online. It's been such a huge issue. All right, and since I am doing a video today and I am going to have my lips shine, we're not going to be wearing a mask, I'm going to go ahead and use my Successful Splash Liquid Lipstick. To give my lips some color. I haven't been wearing much lipstick lately because I have the mask on all the time. You can't see it anyway. So, there we go. Last thing I'm going to do, Behold Setting Spray. Give myself a good spritz of this to keep everything where it is supposed to be. And that's it for today, friends. So, if you have any questions about any of the products that I use, or you need any sort of tutorial or have any special requests for another live or video, please just let me know. I'm here to help. That's what I like to do. So I will see you later. Everybody have a great rest of your day and weekend. See ya. Bye-bye.